French Quarter nights with the rain coming down. Whole city talk, but the truth stay underground. Funny how the silence break whenever he speak. Certain conversations never make the TV. Voice through the speakers got the whole city tuned. Higher ups nervous every time he hit the room, cause he say what the people been feeling for years, bringing light to the stories they don't want us to hear. From the uptown lights to the night war pain, every word hit different when it cut through the rain. Everybody know the truth, just never said aloud, till Gerod hit the airwaves and it shook the whole town. And the streets keep calling through the static in the night. Every word feel different when Gerod go live. Gerod on the radio, whole city vibing slow. Late night lights in New Orleans glow. Everybody listen close. Gerod on the radio, truth in the speakers for sure. From the bayou streets to the corner store, whole city locked in. Streetcars roll while the city stay awake. Everybody got a story, everybody got a way. Funny how the phones go quiet when he name names. Funny how the pressure rise when he shift the conversation. He talks schools, streets, money disappearing. Backdoor deals that the public ain't hearing. Things get buried when the cameras don't roll, but the people tune in, cause Gerard let it unfold. From the jazz in the streets to the smoke in the sky, the wall is still fighting, still holding it high. And the city feels seen every time that he speak, cause the truth hit harder when it finally run deep. Now the whole town riding with the station on loud, hands high while they sing every word through the crowd. Can you feel the city breathing? Every late night conversation, through the speakers, through the rain. Ooh, New Orleans, don't sound the same. Gerard on the radio, whole city vibing slow. Late night lights in New Orleans glow. Everybody listen close. Gerard on the radio, truth in the speakers for sure. From the bayou streets to the corner store, whole city locked in. Yeah. You're now rocking with Gerard, the voice they couldn't silence. New Orleans, stand up.
Well, now here we are. Here we are. You finished? We can wait. You want me to wait?
Be on time. I don't know what you mean.
No. I was waiting for you. I was just waiting for you.
Yeah, because the song ended and then you talk.
Yeah. But you didn't know it was in there, did you? The attorney extraordinaire in the building, Suzette McNaris, in the air chair for.
I don't know if it's an air chair. I feel like I'm sitting on the floor, but I am.
You
here.
did. You went back down. Huh?
Yeah, I'm on the floor.
We can
That's
get that
all
other
right.
chair.
That's all right. I'm good.
I'm gonna get the other
I'm
one
good.
over there in the
I'm
corner.
gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna sit here on the floor for a minute, and then we'll get it together.
Either that, or we're gonna pick you up off the floor.
Y'all, we fight with these chairs in the studio every day.
Every day.
Every day. Okay, but we're gonna get it together.
Yes, indeed. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
You had a busy morning.
I had a very busy morning. I had court in Jefferson Parish, which I gotta say, I think Judge Christopher Cox is one of the best judges I have ever seen. Always well prepared, always delivers a sound judgment right from the bench. Just a great jurist. But I had court there this morning, and then I came to the office, worked on a few briefs. Then I had a deposition. And now I'm here.
So I'm going to add a little something to the office. You and I really have not talked about it, but I think it worked out pretty good yesterday. And I'm evaluating something from yesterday. And that is, some people, especially our elderly that have cases and stuff, may not be able to get by you. I like to give some services out and be able to say from the office that, getting the preliminary stuff from them, all the stuff for their cases that we can accept. I'd like to be able to say to them that I'm willing to meet them out instead of them coming and trying to get to the office or having a loved one to bring them over with and stuff, I'm willing to leave the office and go meet with them. I met with Mr. Martin yesterday. He's a very nice man, very nice man. Now, he'll call you. He will call. He can call me 3 times a day.
At 7 in the morning, he called me on Saturday morning.
He called me this morning too. He called me
Right.
this morning, and then called
He
me
wakes
this
up
afternoon.
early. He wakes up early.
Very
Yes, he
early,
does.
and very, very early, and very nice man.
Now, I think that's a great service to provide, particularly to our aged and our infirm or people who have just been seriously injured in an accident, to be able to go out to them.
Yeah.
You know, now that we're talking about this office a little bit, I want to talk about something that really, really
I know it's coming.
did
I know.
not stick well with me
and
yesterday.
still has not.
And I'm going to talk about it from a general
Please.
aerial view.
Yep.
If you have some type of litigation going on right now, I'm going to strongly encourage you to check the record for yourself, to make sure that your case is proceeding in the manner that it should.
And I put something else to it for you. I don't even think you'd say this if this was just happening in one case.
No, it's coming to us with frequency now.
And both of us sit there and we end up looking at each other, staring at each other, going like, "You got to be kidding
I'm
me."
amazed, and I'm also amazed that these lawyers appear to be misleading their clients about the status of the litigation, telling them that they're attending status conferences and depositions and moving the case forward. And then you look in the record, not one subpoena has been issued, not one notice of deposition has taken place. There is nothing happening to move the ball forward. And in
it's
some
sitting for years.
Yes, and in some instances, you know, not only are these cases just sitting with nothing happening, but the defense is moving the ball and they're having motions and they're setting depositions, and the clients aren't even aware that their deposition has been noticed. They've missed their deposition. There's now, a judgment against them for not appearing in the deposition. You really need to check these records for yourself.
But the average person, on behalf of that average person, they don't even understand what you're talking about now. So I know that somebody that does not know anything about the law, you're hiring an attorney to do that for you.
And
you have
you're
put your
trusting
trust
them.
in that
Yes.
person.
Right.
And what we're finding is that some of the folks didn't hire these attorneys and don't even know who they are.
Yeah. You know,
And an attorney hasn't tried to even meet with them.
I'm going to say this. The lawyer cannot just hand your file off to another lawyer
Right.
without getting your approval to do so.
Right.
A lawyer cannot bring on another attorney to your case without getting your approval to do so. And I also want to say, you know, getting these text messages and communications and maintaining them and keeping them from these lawyers is going to be very important, so that you can later prove that you did not know these things were occurring or that you were being misled as to the status of your case. We had 2 cases to come to us this week that were started in like 2022, 2023. And when I tell you, it's disgraceful that nothing has occurred.
And they just sitting back waiting.
Waiting.
No fault of theirs. I don't
No
think
fault
so.
of their own. No
But
fault
they're
of their
just
own.
waiting, and they're calling them saying, "Hey, what's going on with the case?" And they're making up excuses.
It's horrible. Not just excuses. They're misrepresenting what's happening. So I just want to encourage everyone, please make sure that you know what's happening with your case. If that means you need to make an appointment to to go in and see the lawyer and ask them to show you what's happening with the file, or ask the lawyer to send you an email every month telling you what they have done, or check the court record for yourself to make sure that your case is proceeding the way that it should be proceeding. Because I got to tell you, Gerard, it stuck with me so badly yesterday. I was really upset all night
I know.
after the 2 cases that we saw yesterday.
And ladies and gentlemen, she called me at 10 o'clock.
I know, because I was still upset by
I
it.
need this done, this done. I was
know.
just like,
But you saw, I did what should have been done
In
2 years ago
15 minutes.
in an hour. It took me an hour. It took me an hour to send out all the discovery, notice all the depositions. All of that could have been done 3 years ago. So
And I just happened to be in the car with the other one
Yeah.
and listening to him. From what I've learned, even though that I'm not an attorney, I don't try to play like I'm one, but I know the lingo, and I started questioning, and the attorney didn't like it
No.
that I started questioning. So
No, look, y'all. Just check on your people, particularly if you have elderly people that are involved in litigation. Help them to figure out the status of their case. And if you can't, the lawyers can log on online because you got to pay a fee to have online service. But you can call the clerk's office, and they are so nice about telling you the last thing filed in your record. Just ask them, give them the case number or give them your name, and they'll tell you the last thing filed in your case.
And if you don't if you don't know what to do, please ask your attorney before anything. Ask him what is the case number.
Yeah, what is the case number?
And write it down and put it away so
Exactly.
that you need to know what the case number is. You already have it, and then ask what division is it in.
Exactly.
So those are two of the things that you can get the numbers to. And anybody trying to get a police report, make sure the police officer at the incident that might have happened, he's not going to give you the police report because they got to file it, and that's up to 21 days.
Yeah, but they'll give you the item number.
Give you the item number, so you'll have all of that, and all those different things. All those things can make a difference in your case, whether it is something that happened to you, whether it's a traffic accident, whatever. Just make sure you got these different things because somebody out here playing some games.
A few people out here playing a lot of games, and it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful.
And not only is it disgraceful, but it can get some people hurt.
Yeah, it's very disgraceful.
So, all right, you got that off your chest?
I got it off my chest.
I see it's still on your face, though.
I think that we all have a responsibility to treat people the way we want to be treated.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just leave it at that.
So, I guess I'm sitting up here saying it's on your face, so I guess I thought about it just as much and said, you know what? Let's go out and meet with these folks and da-da-da-da-da. And sitting down in the community room with Mr. Martin yesterday made me really realize, thank God I have transportation, can move around and have, flexibility when somebody else can't.
Right.
But they need help.
We really do have an obligation to help people. And I'm happy that we have a compassionate team that really goes extra mile.
Yep.
To that end, I want to say too, we have a new employee. His name is Kelsey, and I have to give him a shout out because everyone who's calling the office has nothing but nice things to say about Kelsey.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart, and he really does care about people. And he will really take the time to talk to you about your case. And so we've got nothing but tons of compliments about Kelsey. So I just want to welcome him to the team.
Jesus. He got dreads and he walks around with his blanket on.
But his energy
His
energy is just wonderful.
You know what? Yeah, we talk about his energy here, but both of us know that when he comes down the steps, he coming one way or the other because he come down the steps so fast and loud. We feel like, oh God, he done fell down the steps.
I always think Kelsey's falling down the stairs, but I tell you what, he is great, a great member of the team. And I love it. I can't teach you character, but I can teach you how to be a paralegal.
Yes,
and he's got great character, so I'm happy to have him on the team.
The other thing too that I want to bring up is the Harvey building case because a lot of people still calling. Call the number 504-810-3995. And let me tell you this, Emil has done us a service as well by if we don't answer the phone. Leave a message because that message does go to my email, Kelsey's email as well. A lot of the folks don't have the paperwork, so we want to make sure we send you the paperwork so that you can fill it out. That if you were working at the Harvey State Building on the West Bank Expressway, what years? 17 through 19
yes.
At least?
Well, yeah, exactly.
But until we do it, if you work there, just fill it out because there's still a process that has to happen after that. But we are going to interview you. That's number one. Then number two, there's going to be another process where the lawyers will be able to look at it and say if you qualify or if you don't. So make sure that you call the number. I don't care if it's at 10 o'clock tonight. Call the number. It will go to our voicemail. I still wish we had Emil's voice on there?
No, that's okay. But we will get the message, and we will get back to you
I
shortly.
just saw an email, and I was like, "Say, bro, can you go back and put your voice back on?"
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Emil is over at the cigar bar, y'all.
He just left, though.
Living
He
his
just
best
left.
life. Oh, he just left the office. Okay.
He just left, so I wanted him to do
He's
the voice
listening.
on the Say, what's up? How you doing? Leave your credit card number.
No, let's not. Let's not.
But no, leave your voicemail. We'll get back to you. We will get back to you, and make sure we take the information and send you the paperwork that you need by email. Something else we need to bring up. I was trying to hold on to this as maybe it is not as big as what I saw it as, but I wanted your opinion too, and that was the UFC fighter that was in the ring in Washington, D.C., coming out and saying, I need to say this, that Michelle Obama is a man. How ignorant, number one, can you be? And then number two, they've been out of office now for I don't know how many years, but I'm saying, is he still letting that just run around in his brain
Living
rent-free?
rent-free in his brain. But, I have so much to say about it. So, first of all, I never thought I would live to see this in my lifetime. A UFC fight on the grounds of the White House. Let me be clear. This is not a commentary about the athletes, the fighters, or the millions of people who enjoy the sport. They have every right to do so. But this is about the White House, the people's house. The White House is more than a building. It is more than a residence. It is the symbol of the American presidency. It is the physical representation of our democracy. It's where presidents make decisions that affect the lives of millions of people. It's where foreign leaders are welcomed.
Right.
It is where history is made. And now, apparently, it has become a fight venue.
Trash.
And I'm calling it the trashification of the White House, Gerard. There was a time when we expected our national institutions to carry themselves with a certain level of dignity. There was a time when we understood that some places were bigger than entertainment venues, bigger than politics, bigger than ratings. And today it just seems that everything has become a spectacle. Everything has become content. Everything has become a reality TV show. And I really am referring to it as the trashification of the White House. And trashification is not a new term of art. I mean, it's an actual term. You can look it up, but I think it does apply. The meaning of trashification, for those who may not know, is the act of turning something that has long been respected, that is legitimate, into trash. And I really think that to a certain extent, that is what's occurring.
The door.
When foreign nations look at America, do they see the seat of a great constitutional republic, or are they seeing a reality TV show?
Yeah.
People were fighting on the lawn.
Yeah.
At the UFC fight.
So yeah, we got to talk about that. I like the word trasification, but I just sat back and said to myself, turn this off. Just turn it off.
I had to turn it off. I found it deeply disturbing.
Right. We got to take a break, y'all. We got a guest coming up in just a minute here. We'll do that when we come back. More next.
Missed a show? Want to hear that guest everyone's talking about? WBOK is now streaming on all your favorite podcast apps. Just search WBOK Media, hit download, share with a friend, and don't forget to rate your favorite shows 5 stars. Because when our voices are heard, our impact grows.
Well, Saints of God, this is Pastor David Impartan Sr. coming to you over the airways of WBOK, your favorite host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want to invite you to our show every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. That's Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want you to invite your family and friends to a broadcast that's designed to change your life, the way you think, the way you act, and what you eat. We want you to tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. See you on Saturday.
Did you hear the news? Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom has a new time. Catch us now every Wednesday at noon. Same program, same great conversations. Just a new time. So catch Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. It is, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Goodness. I keep forgetting what day of the week it is out here. Folks saying it's going to have about 80% chance of rain. As we look at the flash flood warning that just came up, it looks like all the different parishes are going to be in a flash flood warning. It's probably going to be extended, but we'll try to get you more info as we see it. Coming to the table now, it's interview time. We got one of the best people I know at the table, too. Hey, Miss Chapman. What's going on? Wait a minute. You got her on? You got her on? You got a mic on? You got a mic? Make sure we have a mic on now. There she go. What you say?
Okay.
How you doing?
Hey, Gerod.
How you been?
I'm good.
Where you
Doing
been?
Good. Resting. Just resting and relaxing.
All right, that's all I care about.
Rejuvenate myself.
You got to check on your people.
Yeah, you got to check on.
You got to check on your people. How you doing, Ray?
I'm all right, man. How you making out?
I'm trying. That's about it. We also got the attorney, Suzette McNaris, with us. Shadi, where you been? What you been up to?
I've been all around the world, man. Traveling, doing my comedy thing, making it happen.
To say you the comedy man everywhere.
Yeah, I'm here, there. I'm a little bit everywhere. Your local church. I'm doing school events. I'm doing happy birthday dinners, whatever it is. I'm gonna be there.
So it keeps you that busy that you all over everywhere.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. That make you work.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I know what the next question is. I'm gonna ask you then. Give me some money, bro.
Some money? I ain't say I was getting paid. I just said I was busy now.
So when I know that you're around, just something getting ready to happen. What's getting ready to happen in the city?
Man, Father's Fest. Yeah, this Sunday, Father's Fest over at the Broadside Theater.
Okay.
Headquarters, Beauty and Barber Salon. They been putting on Father's Fest for about the last 20 years now.
Headquarters always involved in some good things.
Yes.
Give me everybody's name, because it ain't just him, it's his wife.
Yeah, well, so all of the barbers is Jamal, is Tank, is Q, Big Mike, Lil Mike. Right. There's a whole bunch of them over there, man. Brown, Esley, it's a whole family over there, man.
What make them say, let's do this?
Because I just feel like fathers don't get celebrated enough.
Ain't like Mother's Day, huh?
No, it definitely ain't like Mother's Day. We ain't even about to act.
Conversation about the Mother's
Especially
Day.
Black fathers.
No, fathers in general
Don't get celebrated.
Father's Day is so bad they had to put Juneteenth on Friday to help our weekend out. You know what I mean?
But you know what I don't like?
What?
I don't like seeing this, and I know I'm gonna see it again this year. That and no disrespect, but it's disrespect. Seeing folks telling their mother Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I think
know
that's
what
bad.
they mean. I know what they mean, and I
No,
think to
I
some
don't know
point-
what they mean. And
Yeah,
for
I
you
know what they
saying you
saying.
know what they mean, that mean it's all right for them to do it.
No, I know what they mean in the sense of that's probably in some form get back. You know,
I mean, it is.
that ain't my business.
Ain't they business either.
Right.
I don't think it's a form of get back. I think that's people that celebrate their mothers on Father's Day is basically thanking their mother for her. That
Being
single
that-
mother raising
right.
them by themselves.
Right.
Even though they may have had a male mentor, a grandfather, or uncle, or someone significant, a neighbor, but their mother was the backbone of rearing them.
So let's play devil's advocate here and say, you know, if you had a father who was raising his children on his own, you gonna ever hear somebody Happy Mother's Day on Father's Day?
I've
Yeah.
actually said that to somebody.
Nah, that's not. But you probably was being facetious.
I really wasn't. I have a relative who raised his kids all by himself, was father and mother, doing the damn thing. And on Mother's Day, I felt he needed to be celebrated because he was really towing the load by himself. There are a lot of fathers out here who have custody of their children and are having to be mother and father. And there's nothing wrong with just telling them you're doing a great job and you need to be celebrated, regardless of the day of the year. But I understand where you're coming from, and that it's making it sound like there is no mother, or it's making it sound like there is no father. But for some people, that's their reality. They've never known their mother, or they've never known their father.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like it's just enough to say. I mean, and regardless of whatever role you in, I feel like it's have it. Yeah, on whatever the day is. Yeah, whatever the day is. If it's Father's Day and you're a father, that's what it is. But that's kind of why we started it. You know, I mean, we felt like fathers wasn't being celebrated enough, and so you know, we put it together. You know, every Father's Day, been doing it. We took it from, it used to go be at Audubon Park. We went to City Park. We used to do it at the barbershop. And the last 2 years it's been over here at the Broadside Theater.
What kind of turnout you getting?
Go ahead. Tell them.
Like last year, it was close to 300. It was a blast.
Really?
Well attended. Everything was beautiful. Just to see all the children, the fathers, the mothers was there too. But just seeing the fathers engaging with their sons, with their daughters, and the activities and the games, and it was
right.
You know,
it was amazing.
One of the most, and I ain't telling y'all, so please don't take it that way. I'm not telling you what to do, but one of the best things that I see with when we start talking about fathers is seeing fathers doing like the father-daughter dances and things of that sort. But this one includes the young men as well. But girls just have a whole different vibe about their fathers. And I always thought to say, you know, we really need to do a little bit more of the father-daughter types of events. And then she had the audacity to ask me to come to the Young Men Illinois.
Now, why is that audacity? I don't know, but okay.
So I'm sitting there going like, okay, what did I just go into? She's all up in it. I mean, she's like front row with the kids and the daughters and seeing them waltz with the dads and all this other stuff. Then I understood. You know, that made me understand that this is the opportunity for a man to celebrate, number one, his daughter or the young lady that may not have a dad, to celebrate that young lady and to have her dressed up and doing all the curtsies and the waltzes and
hearing all her resume she's built throughout her life and all her accolades. Yeah, it's a special moment.
And coming out, just being introduced to society.
But Father's Day celebrated by us. I just didn't want to demean it. And I think it's wonderful that you have men that have come together and said, let's do something meaningful for these men. And I'm wondering how many folks celebrated. And really, because if you had 300, about 300 last year, we should be doubling it this year.
Well, I mean, you know, I think we've grown, and I mean, yeah, I think we've been doing this all of these years with pretty much in-house sponsoring. In-house sponsoring. I mean, we have a bunch of guys that come to the barbershop that are we all pitch in and do our part with a lot of different business owners, and so I mean, we come together and we make it happen. I mean, you know.
How many years?
We had about 20, because we started it before Katrina, and then and then we picked it back up. I think since maybe 2009 or so. So I mean, collectively, it's probably about 20 years that we've been doing it. Yeah.
I'm thinking you're just gonna like tell me about 4 or 5 years. It's 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, the barbershop's been around. Well, it's been at the new location, I think, for maybe 15 years now. So, you know.
So, what do people need to do to be a part?
Show up.
All right,
show up with an
coming.
empty
See you next
stomach. Yeah, show up with an empty stomach. You know, we got food, we got drinks, we got something to do for the children, face painting, we got games.
Snowball, popcorn, a lot of drinks, a lot of foods from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yours truly is going to be there.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
To 8 p.m.
2 to 8.
And people actually stay the entire time.
You got a set? You gonna do?
Yeah, I got a set, man. I go on at 5. But I mean, before I get up, I think there's LBJ gonna be there. I mean, we got a bunch of celebrities go to the barbershop. So I mean, we're gonna have a bunch going on. We got DJs, we got entertainment.
Now the only thing, this is outside.
Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah.
There's some covering. I know you about to say it's hot.
No, I'm worried about
The rain.
Say, bro, just because I'm light skinned, don't.
Oh, I mean, well, you know, I mean, I'm about to say we got plenty of sunblock for you now.
It's all right. No, I'm just worried about that rain. You know,
I mean, it rained last year. We still gonna. I mean,
yeah, but it's gonna be a different one this year.
Yeah, listen, now,
But
don't be deterring the people talking about it gonna rain.
No. So
rain
I'm
don't
trying to
stop
find
the
out what's gonna be the alternative if it
It
does.
ain't got it's rocks out there. It ain't gonna be muddy.
You coming anyway?
I mean, but there's covering, like they have, you know, covered sections and stuff like that. I mean, look, I mean, we all could do what we could do.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If it rain, you know what? If it rain, I'm telling y'all today, we're gonna do it Monday.
Rain or shine, we are going to be out there. It's going to be a blast. People are going to show up.
Yep.
They're going to show up. You know, we have the Broadside is a key sponsor.
Right.
Right. Brian has been amazing with supporting it. The CPA Carl Johnson is another sponsor. And we have Juan LaFonta. Of course, you know he loves children and anything about community, he's going to show up and be a sponsor. Johnny Jackson Foundation,
Right.
Broad Community Connection. Several of the businesses on Broad Street are, you know, are sponsors. Kiefer and Kiefer Attorneys at Law, Legacy Professional Service. We have Son of a Saint. Son of a Saint is a sponsor. You know, you have the Boys Mentoring Program for fathers' boys. Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. We have several judges as sponsors. Senator Royce DuPlessis. Philip Macy, Knots and Strings, Mountain Climbers.
I wonder who that could be.
I wonder who that could be. You know, and one thing about this is headquarters community outreach program. So it's not just this is one of the signature events, the Fathers Fest, but because of how successful that has been in the past, overwhelmingly over the years, they also have the Thanksgiving at the barbershop, right?
Yep.
And they have Christmas on Broad Avenue for the children.
Yeah, we do the French Quarter Fest on the Thursday of French Quarter Fest. We all go ride bikes out to the French Quarter Fest. I mean, like, it's a community-driven barbershop. I mean, we're not just cutting hair over there. We're making the community a better place, you know?
Talk about the speakers. We all have the speaker series that come in and people come in and speak.
Yeah, we just had John Fuller came. We just did some stuff over there with John Fuller. I mean, like I said, a lot of the judges come over there. I mean, it's just a grown man conversation, a lot of stuff going on. We doing things, financial, literacy.
And depending on what flow you go to over at headquarters, because I done sat there a couple of times and had 2 or 3 different political conversations.
Oh yeah, I mean you got
the politics be rolling through there.
yeah, you got to know what's going on with your politics.
But you know, if you want to have a conversation, they always say go to the barbershop.
Go to the barbershop. Don't forget about the beauty salons. But we're talking about
Well, they
the
got a
men
beauty
today.
salon in there,
But
though.
the upstairs,
Yeah,
correct. But the
yeah.
barbershops is where the information is like people gather, and while they're waiting,
Especially black.
they're gonna start having
Yeah,
conversations
for sure.
go
about
to
what's
talk,
happening.
You know, and if you didn't go to just get your hair cut, you're gonna have a conversation about something.
About something.
About something, whether it's the women or the men. So I threw that in there. There you go. How about that? That was all right.
Current events.
You
Current
gonna talk
events.
about something? You gonna talk
Current
about
events.
something.
Current events. What's happening? What we need to do in the community. You know, voter registration. Get the vote out. I gotta go there.
You made
know,
it sound
so,
good. You made
yeah.
it sound good because you political too.
You know, so-
You don't want to be political sometimes, but she political too.
Yeah.
Mountain climbers. What's been happening with mountain climbers? You know, I'm gonna ask.
Supporting other organizations and just in the background doing what I do, helping people that have issues with children whose parents may be incarcerated. So I'm going to always be out front doing that with the families, but behind the scenes, I don't need a shout out for that because that's just what my purpose is. But one of the things with like supporting the Father's Fest, you know, last year I just walked around the counter and I was like, wow, this has really grown. And it was like, so when Jamal called me and asked me to be involved and help coordinate, I was like, yes. You sure we're going to be able to fit everybody in Broadside now? Because it was really, excuse me, it was really, really nice. It was well attended. People was engaged. You know, they had crawfish. I don't know what they're having that this year. They had crawfish, they had shrimp, they had crab, the hamburgers. I mean, it was a blast. It was, and just everybody was just on one accord, just having a great time. And we was just celebrating fathers. Everybody knew their purpose and knew why they were there, to celebrate fathers.
That'd be great. So what time did you say?
2 p.m. to 8 p.m.
2 to 8 p.m.
So you can
And
spend
that's gonna
time
be
with your
on-
family and you can still come to the Father's Fest. And you
Right.
can go to the website. It's HQ Community Outreach Program. HQ Community Outreach Program. And you can pre-register as well. It's not required, but it's good that you just go ahead and pre-register. There's going to be a lot of giveaways.
Yeah, Jamal have his hand in everything.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's
Yes.
something good,
Yeah.
he got his hand in everything.
That's who he is.
And it-
I love
and
Jamal.
Hold on, just a correction. It's hqcommunity.org.
.org.
Yeah.
Okay, HQ.
And and they also gonna have QR codes out there where you can donate to what we got going on to making it bigger and better. So if you come out there and you feel like you want help out, we'll have a QR code. You scan it and you can donate anonymously, and we'll appreciate the love.
So you're gonna give us a little bit of the set. See what they.
Oh no, you got to come out
You
there.
gotta-
You got to come out there in the rain. You got to come in the rain. You got to come in the sun.
I was just
you got to
gonna
come
see if
get
you
it.
gonna give us a little something. So.
No, baby, the jokes ain't free no more.
That's all right. That's all right. That made people come though to see you.
Yeah, man. Look, I tell you, if you really want to see me, August 8th, I got my 1 hour special. I'm
Where?
be at McDonald 35.
Okay.
Yep, in the auditorium, August 8th.
Now what is that gonna be? I mean, it's just yours.
Yeah, it's my 1 hour special.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So usually people that got a 1 hour special, they filming it and they're gonna put it somewhere. Where you gonna put it?
Yeah. So we gonna shop it to a bunch of different streaming
I
networks.
thought
and-
you were gonna tell me, man, you see me on Netflix.
Yeah, hey, listen, that's what we shooting for. But I one of them shoot for the moon. I might hit a cloud. You know.
That's all right. Hit the cloud first, and then get the moon, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's on August
8th. That's a Saturday, y'all.
At what time?
Doors open for 6. Show starts at 8.
And you doing that where?
At McDonald 35.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
In the auditorium.
congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
How long it took you to get that all put together? And
I mean, I've been doing comedy now for like 15 years.
Yeah,
So I mean, this is my third 1 hour special actually. So
Okay.
yeah,
they say the third one is a charm too.
Hey, we gonna see. I'm sure it's trying to make it do what it do.
Yeah. Congratulations, though.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna say this too. I was waiting for you to say it, but I know this is not about you, because that's what you're gonna tell me next. So you ain't got to tell me. But I always think that mountain climbers is always good for the community. I was waiting for you to do your back to school thing, and your Christmas thing. You forget I was a part of your Christmas stuff.
Absolutely, more than once.
And the folks that lift your house, I forgot the name, but they were part of it. And I just saw, let me see, not Monica. What's her name from the television station? She's a part of it, or she was there. Your other folks too.
Della the storyteller.
Yeah.
Remember, she was there.
Yeah. God rest her soul.
Yes.
So
she's so missed.
You gonna do it again?
Yes, I'm gonna do it again.
I'm
gonna do it again.
Count me in.
You're in.
But that was wonderful to see. Man, I'm telling you, she had it had to be at least, 300-400 kids?
About 350.
About 350 kids sitting at that was right off of, what was the last one I went to? Because you had several judges, you had the sheriff at that time. Was Marlon
Aretha
Guzman.
Castle Haley, Jazz Market.
And you did the one right off of,
we did the Carver Theater. The Carver Theater.
That's where
Carver
it was.
Theater.
That's the last one I was at the Carver Theater.
Yes, that's the last one that Della the storyteller was
Yep,
at.
and she came up there.
Yes.
And stood in front of them little kids. Them little kids was like, "Who is this old lady?" By the time she finished
everybody was up.
And that'll work. That's how it works.
I thought that was great. It was wonderful to see the people in the community step up and support it. And those kids got gifts that they would have never gotten.
Everything on their wish list.
Everything they had
show up.
Right. Yes. Everything they put on a wish list, they got.
350 kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So
you might have hollered at me.
Wrap.
Do something.
Old fashioned.
I was like,
gift wrapping paper, wrapped, the old fashioned way. Right. Yes,
I was like, can old kids put their name on the list? Because I wanted to get. I'm just.
And those was kids whose parents were incarcerated. Yeah, it was incarcerated.
So you got to do that again. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Do it again.
All right, wrapping this thing up because I got to take my break here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Father's Fest.
Gerod
this Sunday, Father's Day.
Father's Day this Sunday.
Yeah.
2 until 8. It will not rain.
2 to 8. Hey, listen, weatherman get it wrong all the time.
All the time.
As soon as you put your grill up, the sun out. So keep the grill out.
All right.
The QR code, the website.
Yeah, hqcommunity.org. The QR code will be out at the event. You can scan it, donate. Headquarters Community Outreach.
Right. And this is going to be right at headquarters. This is going to be where's it going to be?
No, Broadside.
Broadside.
At the Broadside, right by the Broad Theater.
Okay.
Broadside.
Good enough. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having us, man. That'll work.
I know you're going to be.
Good luck.
I know you're gonna put it on.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have us a good time. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do this one more time for my 1 hour special. We're gonna talk about it again.
All right. We'll take the break here. We'll come back with more in a minute.
New Orleans, are you ready for a voice that says what you're thinking? Who that, you might ask? Arrington Gavin. That's right, I'm your guy, host of the Arrington Gavin Show, giving you so much filled with bold opinions, real conversations, and zero sugarcoating. We're going to be diving into the issues that matter, politics, pop culture, and all the above, unfiltered and unafraid. Catch the Arrington Gavin Show weeknights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Fridays, right here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Life has a way of shifting priorities, changing needs, and pivoting plans. Home Bank is there for all of them. Their bankers partner with you for every step along the way, from understanding your needs to celebrating your success. Home Bank is invested in the vibrant spirit of our community and in you. So partner with them. Stop on by any banking center in the greater New Orleans area or visit home24bank.com to get started today. Good for business, good for life. Home Bank, a member of the FDIC.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another open enrollment update. Who do I have on the line today?
Hi, you're speaking with Vanessa Scott of BSG of Louisiana.
Can you tell us a little bit about what is open enrollment?
The open enrollment period is for Medicare members that want to change from one plan to another.
Why is open enrollment so important?
Because a lot of people missed out on the annual enrollment period, so they need to have a one-on-one review.
And if you have questions or concerns about your Medicare plans, what should you do?
You just pick up the phone, call 504-621-3687. We even come out to your house. Zero cost to them.
Get with BSG of Louisiana for your Medicare review.
For church groups, senior communities, or disability organizations, call 504-621-3687. We are an independent insurance agency providing information about Medicare-related insurance plans. We are not connected or endorsed by Medicare or the U.S. government.
From the East Bank to the West Bank, WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about. WBOK.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, right back at you. That's what we do. Getting right back at you. We are live at, what's the date? Tuesday? I keep thinking the day. Why I keep thinking the day
Tuesday,
Wednesday?
June 16.
Getting back to our conversation, I thank them for coming in. You know, it is interesting that we celebrate mothers, and I'm not saying this in any type of way that's offensive, but it's funny to me how we celebrate moms. Everybody loves their mom. I love mine and all of that, but how we celebrate fathers, it's never really been as big, has it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, growing up in my home, Father's Day was a big deal.
Mhm.
And, we would celebrate all the fathers and grandfathers and, come together and honor them. And I know with my girls, we've always made Father's Day a big deal, for Emil.
Well, your girls are daddy girls.
They really are. They really are. But, I think that the reality that we live with is that we do have a lot of broken homes within the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a lot of single mothers raising children. And you don't know the backstory as to why that is. I know a lot of fathers who want to be involved, but are not allowed to be involved, not given the opportunity to be involved. So, you can't really be judgmental and think that these men don't want to be involved.
Right.
Because sometimes there are other factors that prevent them from being involved.
Yeah.
But I don't know that fathers are celebrated in America, and particularly Black fathers, the way that Black mothers are.
Mm-hmm.
When there are a lot of Black men who are out here really doing the damn thing every day. The truth is there are a lot of Black men who are quietly doing exactly what society asks them to do. They work hard, they support their families, they provide, they protect, they parent, they provide love, they sacrifice. There's a lot of good fathers out there.
Yep.
And maybe we don't do what we need to do to celebrate them. But I can tell you a father's presence really matters. A father's voice really matters. A father's guidance really matters. And a father's example really matters.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also have an impact on the child when you're not their father, but when you're just a responsible man, being around, showing them who a man should really be.
Mm-hmm.
I know my daughters learned what to expect from a man and the kind of man they were looking for, looking at their father and the conversations that he had with them about that. And also by example, how the man treats a woman can also speak volumes to what you should expect from a man as a woman. So we can't discount fathers. They play a vitally important role. Men play a vitally important role, whether they're a father or not. Because there's a lot of men out here too raising children they did not father.
that too.
Too.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Galloway. Galloway?
Hey, can you hear me?
There he is. Gotcha.
What's going on? Hey, can you hear me? I'm up in New Jersey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you in Jersey?
Yeah, I went to see our African cousins play soccer.
I get ready to say you go from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah, this is the third World Cup I've taken my son to, and we've been going since 2006. We went to Germany, and then 2009 or 10 we went to South Africa. Then we skipped because of COVID, and I think I was getting ready to retire. And then this one here in the United States, of course, we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that we do, a father-son trip. You know, we make his mama stay at home, and me and him, we go out here together.
That's all right. That sounds like a real good Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, we go, man. We go to different like in the United States. So we'll be here today. Tomorrow we'll be in Houston. Then we'll go to Atlanta, wherever the African teams are playing. I try to get him to see the side of Africans, because, you know, folks think African people are just dirt poor, living mud huts. These folks got money too. But
so when you say the African teams, you talking about the soccer teams?
Yes.
Yes, the soccer team. Yeah, we went to see Senegal play France today.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to say this. Senegal and France look like Grambling versus Southern on the field. It was one white boy that played on France. Everybody else was black. And Senegal, everybody was black. I said, now, ain't this something? But, you know, the sad part about it, the Trump administration made it so hard for the West Africans to get visas. They made it so expensive, and then these security background checks, where Senegal could not bring what they call a 12 man. If you've ever been to a soccer match where the nation of Senegal plays, it's 7 men. They have the word Senegal spelled out on their chest, and then it's about 40 black women behind them, and they dance for about 90 minutes, nonstop. They wasn't allowed to travel because of Trump and his stupid visa immigration status crap.
Right. They said the same thing for one of the referees.
Yeah, he did that to the Somalian referee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just say this, and I don't care who gets mad. United States, you don't deserve to host anything. Because you got a stadium that was basically dead today. They was waiting on those Africans to beat those drums and for the dances and the face paint and the body paint. It was that's the atmosphere that we was used to seeing. And it wasn't there today. I think the Ivory Coast, their fans can't come. And I don't know about the DRC. I'll find out tomorrow if the DRC fans can't come. But I'm telling folks, if you get out and you take your family to see that and you meet the different African people that travel like these fans do, it will change your mind about the perception of African people. And I'm like, bro, this just ain't this. I mean, that whole stadium, and we was in MetLife Stadium. So you looking at 70-some thousand people. I'm telling you, it was like basically you was in a boring church service. Even though, you know, the game was actually good, but the crowd was just not in it, man. And, today also is the day that Stokely Carmichael coined the phrase Black Power. He made it popular, I should say. Because in 54, Black Power. Because Richard Wright, in his 1954 book, said the word Black Power. Stokely took it in 64 and 66, and made it popular. And I think that our politicians and our black people need to realize and say, go back and see what Black Power means. It ain't mean black only. It means self-determination and community control, black pride and identity. You got to understand that we got to take control of ourselves. We got to do this. Because if we don't, man, I felt embarrassed. Because, you know, it's a Senegalese population in that East Coast, and I think they said it's like 20,000 in Canada. And I was talking to some of the Senegalese people, and they said it's just not going to be the same. You know, like our people are humans too. And that's just wrong to do a country, well, basically a region of a continent like that.
So let me say this much, Galloway, and I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. Let me tell you why I do agree with you. I do agree with you because I can see the enthusiasm in you wanting your son to see exactly that there are other parts of the world that are civilized, that are better than what they say they are. You're not looking at and pardon my French if I offend anybody, but you're not looking at a bunch of bush people. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Then number two, I do think that it needs to be in the United States because I think it has to be exposed to all folks. And I think that if you look at it on the reverse, that's what Trump don't want. He don't want you to see these civilized people because when I looked at my social media and it showed them coming through the airport, bruh, them folks was dressed to the T and were in sync.
Yes, I mean, Gerard, you're right, but it's only a certain amount that can come in.
Right.
I just wish you could see how the Senegalese, the Ivory Coast, and those other African countries, then they don't have these crazy travel restrictions.
Right. I agree with you on that part.
I don't think America deserved the honor of hosting the World Cup.
No. I just say
Not
I
that
just like
we
them to see it.
Not can we host it? Yes, we can. Not whether we have stadiums, we have that, we have hotels, we have the money. The question to me was whether we deserved it.
Not when they put those type of travel restrictions, not only just on Africa, but everybody else that's coming from across the world.
It is more than that. It is our global policy. It's the way we're treating people of color around the world. It's the way we're treating people of color here. Soccer is a largely Hispanic sport. Look how we're treating Hispanic peoples in this country. I just don't think we deserve the honor of a global celebration of humanity, which the World Cup symbolizes. The World Cup is more than soccer. It's people coming together from different races, religions, languages, from every corner of the world. And for 1 month, the world gathers to play soccer. And yet, as I watch what is happening in America, I find myself asking, are we living up to the ideals that the event, the World Cup, embodies? And I just don't think we are. I think Americans still harbor hatred for people of color. And I don't think that we deserve the honor of celebrating international unity while our political leaders in D.C. and all around every state in this country right now are attacking people of color. I have to agree. I don't think we deserved it. I don't think we should get the Olympics. I don't think we should get anything of a global honor to host the way we're treating people in the United States and people around the world right now.
I want to say
disagree.
This. Last night, the Iranian soccer team. I was in the Senegalese bar, eating lemon chicken from Senegal, watching TV that only had a French channel that only spoke French. But we was watching the game. It was everybody named Ma in there. After the game, the Iranian people had to get on a bus and leave the United States. That's wrong. I don't think you need to don't host the game just because whatever you got going on in Trump's little warped mind. You don't invite somebody somebody qualified for the game, and then as soon as the game over, you put them on their bus and make them leave the country?
Hold that thought. Don't hang up. I want to hear the rest of this. So hold on. We got to do news real quick. Ain't but 1 minute, but hold that thought. We'll be right back. More coming up, y'all. We got to do news, and we'll come right back.
Campus of Xavier University. WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. California Governor Gavin Newsom says President Trump has sent the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate him and his wife.
One by one, anyone who has challenged Donald Trump has ended up on his hit list. And today, I proudly join that list.
Newsom condemned what he calls Trump's abuse of power, saying he ordered a weaponized DOJ investigation. A 16-year-old boy is in custody of the U.S. Marshals as he awaits trial for allegedly raping and murdering his 18-year-old stepsister on a Carnival cruise ship in November. Timothy Hudson turned himself in Monday after a federal judge in Florida revoked his pretrial release. And the NBA draft is a week away. Some of the brightest college stars in recent history will hear their names called in Brooklyn next Tuesday. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
We are back. We are at WBOK 1230 AM. The talk line number is 504-582-9422. And I'm discussing with Galloway right now, when visitors from Africa, Europe, South America, Iran, Asia, the Caribbean arrive at the World Cup, what version of America are they going to see? Let's go back to Galloway to discuss that. Galloway, I have to agree. I'm agreeing with you right now. I just don't know. I mean, you invite people here and then you don't treat them well.
And you're so right. I must tell people, you have to go to a World Cup outside the United States. Because I'm actually embarrassed how the way that, different countries are being treated. You mentioned the Caribbean. If you saw those people last night in Miami, those black Afro-Caribbeans, how they was out there partying in front of the, I think it was Atlanta. It was either Atlanta or Miami. I want to say Atlanta. But they were sitting out there having a just dance off with the drums and the music. And that's what it's all about. And I think the United States are really missing up not only a financial opportunity, but you cannot go tell another country how to behave and act. We don't want some people to come over to your country just for a soccer match. I just don't understand it. Because I'm so used to seeing a different type of World Cup. The one in Germany, I'm telling you, I never thought that I would be like, Germany was more welcoming for a soccer match than the United States was. And everywhere in Germany you went to the World Cup, I don't care if it was the little smallest city or the biggest city, it was come in, close. That means, have a drink. South Africa, the same way. Come in. You can go to the different cities that's hosting United States World Cup game, and that atmosphere, that welcome atmosphere is not there. I know this because I went around New Jersey Monday with the New York. Yeah, you had the little Times Square takeover, but in the rest of the boroughs, it was kind of like, yeah, get away from me. It's not like that. But it's not like that in every other country. The next World Cup is in Morocco, and we go into that one. And I guarantee you it's totally different. Maybe it's because of Donald Trump and his immigration policy and his visa status, his visa quotas that you have to meet. It's like that. And I'm not saying that the World Cup is not entertaining, it's not fun, but to me it's just not welcoming, not like the World Cups that I've been to. And I'm not trying to sit there and, the United States is bad. No, we know it's a horrible place when they want to be horrible. But don't open up your arms and say, give me your hunger, you're tired, and you're poor. But when it's time for a soccer match to come up, oh, you from West Africa, you got to do X, Y, and Z or you can't come in. That's all I'm just trying to say, because I do not believe that FIFA expected the backlash to be like this. Because FIFA really can't control your immigration policies. That's why FIFA had to pay that referee. We talked about a referee from Somalia. They had to pay him his full salary for being rejected by the United States. They went and talked to the Iranian soccer team last night. Iran, they had a silent protest. They had the hashtag about the 168 schoolgirls, mainly schoolgirls that got killed. And they did not get kicked out the stadium. And thank goodness they didn't get kicked out the stadium, because nobody in their right mind, whatever country, would let another country bomb them and kill their school children. So that's just all I'm saying. Now, I'm going to continue to go to the games. I got to go to Houston, like I said, Atlanta, and then Dallas, and wherever else we want to go. But all I'm saying is we should not host if we're going to act like that we want to be segregationists.
I agree with you. When people around the world think of America right now, They're not thinking about opportunity, freedom, innovation, and hope. Increasingly, many are seeing stories about immigration crackdowns, political division, the rights of black people being taken away, hate crimes based on race, like that family reunion in Georgia where a whole black family was gunned down, and attacks on people because of who they are, where they're from, and how they worship. I just don't know how America can host this global family reunion with the current climate that we're projecting to the world. The question is whether America can act like a gracious host when they're treating people on the inside and on the outside like trash.
I agree now. I'm sorry. I went the wrong way, but I did it in another sense.
Well, no, you took pride in seeing the African
those
nations.
African men walking through the airport.
And that doesn't change, G. You're right about that.
I know that, but I was just saying it was something interesting for me, Galloway. And
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, imagine how many little kids are seeing this also. So,
You're right about that.
So maybe I was tunnel vision as I was looking at that. But both of you all are bringing up great points of the way that we're treating people that are not just, so-called born in the USA and don't look like us.
Right. I mean, we're not being treated right.
Right.
We, the black people of America, are not being
you're
treated
absolutely right. I was tunnel focused on
but
that
you know
one
what?
point.
I understand your point of view about feeling a pride, a kinship.
Because I want our kids to know, hey, don't
We
just
come from
look
kings
at,
and queens.
We come from kings and queens, and they look like it.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
We do come from kings and queens, and I think we can unite with the people of color around the world and have common purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just see this, the policy of America right now of just hating people based on their religion and their race inside America and out, it just takes away from the game.
Galloway, I want to ask you something too. I know that's what your focus is on this, but I wanted to get your point about what do you see when you hear this judge making the rule of take down Trump's name off of the Kennedy Center, and they get to put up a shield so nobody can see them taking the name down.
Okay, you're talking about in D.C. You know those people waited out there almost 8 hours.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't start taking it down until 3 a.m. And you still had people out there waiting. You cannot be more narcissistic than Donald Trump. That's the only thing I can sit there and say about that man. Your name shouldn't have been up there in the first place. If you want a center to be named after you in D.C.,
build your own.
There you go. Build your own stuff. Trust me. Gerard, and I'm not trying to change the subject. June 19th, the Obama Center is about to open.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump has been trashing that man's center before it opened to the public. And if you haven't seen the artwork that's in that thing, I forgot the young black lady's name. I've never seen a piece of artwork that more beautiful. It's a picture of the former First Lady and Barack Obama, and then in the back it has basically their life story. I don't understand the hatred and jealousy that some bigots have towards black people. Why don't y'all just leave us the hell alone? I'm telling you, I cannot get tickets to that Obama Center until November. When Trump builds this stuff, you think I'm going to sit there and go crazy and get mad because he's building this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Build your stuff. But to get back to your point, for him to put that shield up there, that is just petty. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. I don't want to even deal with it no more. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to file an injunction. I appointed a board to that thing. What it is, you mad because nobody wants to come see and deal with you. That dude is over there embarrassing himself in the G7 summit, begging for Vladimir Putin to come back so they can make the G8. It makes no sense of what this man is doing. But that man said something, and I want folks to listen to me. That man said he don't believe that he's going to heaven. So he don't live heaven on earth because he most likely going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Not my words. That's his own words, what he said.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with somebody like that man's going to try to take America down through there, and he don't want it to come back. But my only issue is, I don't care what Democrat get back in power. Do you have enough courage to take a sledgehammer to everything that he's done? If he can do it without any repercussions, you can do it without any repercussions. Who's going to stop you? Instead of all this, let's make nice and let's play and let's meet and this and that, you got to go low with these folks. And I understand Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. In this case, I would sit there and take a sledgehammer, probably one of my flamethrowers to that torch when I get in office and flame that side of that tarp up so his name and nothing else. Wipe his name from the
bro, we
history
need
book
one
like
of them flamethrowers.
We do not need
yes,
a
we do. We do.
flamethrower.
We need one of them flamethrowers so we can get it at the cigar bar.
No, we do not need a flamethrower. My husband will end up in the hospital. We do not need a flamethrower.
Them flamethrowers sell good. I'm telling you, all kind of folks love it. It's 4th of July coming up too. Get your flamethrower.
We need to get that from
I'm trying to keep this man in one piece, okay?
We need to get
I'm
that.
doing it for his own safety. He does not need a flamethrower.
That's gonna be my welcome open gift. You know?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot it up to 20 feet in flame, and
Wait a minute, how many feet?
20 feet.
20 feet.
I can stand outside and light everybody's cigarette.
and like more than that.
Look, I agree with you that he should never have put his name on the Kennedy Center, and it needed to come down.
Mm-hmm.
I also think the court got it right in making him put back all the historic monuments that talk about slavery, segregation, and exclusion. He does not get to rewrite history. He does not get to say what history is told and what history is not.
But I will add to this. I think that there had to be some type of research or something that has been done with Gavin Newsom, because I understand that they're now going after Gavin Newsom and his wife for taxes.
Whole family. He's going after everybody.
Because he's scared. He thinks Gavin is a real contender for the Democratic nomination in the next election. And so now he's going after Gavin.
Must have been some type of research or polls.
Oh, they'll make it up.
Mm-hmm.
They'll make it up. I don't put it past this administration to just make it up.
I'm going to leave y'all with this. The Woolworth lunch counter. If you ever been to the African American Museum in D.C., that bottom floor, before I get to the Woolworth counter, but that bottom floor is designed as the hull of a slave ship to put you back into time to realize where your ancestors came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you go up, it goes up through history. But my head almost went, just dropped down when you try to remove that Woolworth counter. Those people sit there and took everything, cigarette burns, name calling, food on top of their head, to stop segregation, not to get your little nasty food, to treat us as equal. I always tell people integration was never about we want to go to your schools, we want to eat your food. It was about us paying our tax dollars and being treated as second-class citizens. Integration was about equality.
You know, they did the same thing here in New Orleans at the, well, let's start from the beginning here and make this as short as possible. I couldn't believe that there was anyone that would allow Mitch Landrieu and these folks to tear down the old Woolworths right down Canal Street and not save any of that or make it historic because of that segregation protests and all the different things that happened at that Woolworth counter right here on Canal Street. As a matter of fact, the young ladies that are the cupcake fairies on Bayou Road, their mama was sitting at that Woolworth protesting.
The seats are allegedly in the basement at City Hall. We found that out in the landfill case, that's where the seats from Woolworth are.
Look who you said, Mitch Landrieu. Who was his daddy? Moon Landrieu.
Mm-hmm.
I know Brother Aaron know this way better than I do. Ask them about what Moon Landrieu did to the Black Panthers in the Ninth Ward when they was protecting the desire from drugs and anything else that tried to come through there.
Oh, didn't he raid the desire?
Yes, he raided it. He put them Black Panthers in prison.
Yeah.
Some of them dudes was in solitary confinement. So anything Landrieu even speaks about, that's why when I see it, I ain't gonna tell you what I do to him, but it ain't pretty. But I'm telling you this, I try to hawk up everything that I ate from 3 weeks ago and try to give it to him. I never in my life liked the Landry.
Well, you got to remember what they used to call Moon Landrew when he used to, put blacks in place. They used to call them what, Moon's Coons?
Exactly. That's why I tell you, the apple don't fall from the tree when it comes to a Landry. I cannot stand them folks. But hey, man, I got to get off here. I got to get to this airport, man. But I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. If not, I'll holler at you Thursday,
Say, brother, before you go,
happy
happy Father's Day to you. I do want to say that if I don't hear back from you, because I know you're traveling, but I just want to tell you, I got much pride to say that I got a friend that listens to this radio show that values time with his son, and you all go around the whole world to go see the things, and you're educating your son.
Yes, you got to. And I always tell fathers, man, with this World Cup, it's every 4 years. What we do every month, I say, listen, I'm going to put in 3, you put in 3.
Right.
So we put in $300 a month. So when World Cup comes here, we have enough money where we don't have to ask, we don't need anything. So $300 a month for 4 years, you add that up, and then you can go to World Cup, you can fly, you can go stay, you can do whatever you want to. Because we stand in the Airbnb, and we didn't have to take the $150 train from New York to New Jersey. So, but hey, brother, thanks for taking my call, man, and I'll holler back at you.
All right,
and
Galloway.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you also, Gerard.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
y'all be safe. That's a wonderful thing.
It is. It is. I really love that about him.
But he's that part about us treating the other folks from other parts of the world is so true. It is so true. There's only the folks that look like them coming from Denmark and
those people are going to get world-class treatment.
And then the South Africans,
right,
that are coming in. But I do see what you all were talking about. I was just looking at it from the standpoint of, look at those guys. Look how clean they are. Look at them representing their country.
I take nothing from the athletes who are coming to play the game and their fans from around the world who are coming here. And I think we can take pride in watching all of these wonderful nations with people of color who play the sport with such excellence, right?
Yep.
But this country is not living up to its promise. And I don't know that we deserved the honor of hosting. I also want to say, if President Obama had erected an octagon on the White House lawn and hosted a major UFC fight
and dirt bikes,
the world and America would have reacted differently.
That man couldn't wear a tan suit. Do you really think that he could have put an octagon in a tent and lighting and had the Blue Angels and the other folks in the Air Force flying? They spent $50 million on this so-called spectacle.
While cutting Medicaid, while cutting
kids
lunch.
Food lunch,
right. While cutting social services, you are throwing
the biggest party, dirt party. What'd you call it?
Trashification
of the White House.
Of the White House. That's what they were doing. I just think that too often in America, standards change depending on whose name is attached to the decision. And if our position changes when a political party changes, then perhaps our position was never really about principle in the first place. The White House is supposed to be better than that. And I couldn't even believe what I was seeing on social media as these flashing neon lights and the motorcycles jumping from side to side and the people fighting on the lawn. If Obama had held an event at the White House and black people were fighting on the lawn,
they would have been in riot gear out there.
Absolutely. And they would have been calling us animals. Okay? But I'm seeing white people fighting on the lawn.
They got in a fight?
Oh, they were fighting all over social media, fighting at the UFC fight. Because they were drinking and fighting.
Now, that part they keeping very...
Bubba and Jimmy were having beef.
Bubba and Jimmy are not making the rounds through the news cycle like it would have been for us. We would have been on every 30 minutes.
Absolutely. But you didn't see that, huh?
No.
Because they don't want you to see that. But it was all over social media because everybody's got a phone. And Bubba and Jimmy were fighting on the White House lawn. And the National Guard was not brought in to hose them down. And they were not called, animals. But if we had done it, right, we would have been called animals. And they would have taken shots at our character. But yet this is what we're seeing and what the world is seeing happening in the people's house. And I have to tell you, it's very upsetting. This is not what the White House should be. Mm-hmm. They're diminishing the symbol that it is to the world. That's just the way I feel about it. It really is upsetting.
Maybe they don't like that too because we built it.
Maybe so. Well, they're knocking it down. They're knocking it down. Knocking it down piece by piece.
Bubba and Jimmy.
Bubba and Jimmy.
Bubba and Jimmy. You met Bubba and Jimmy.
I've met Bubba and Jimmy multiple times in my lifetime.
Bubba and Jimmy, y'all need to answer for this. Y'all is acting like Negroes. More coming up, folks. We got to take a break.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The number of Black summer associates at law firms is shrinking to its lowest levels in more than a decade. That's according to a survey by the National Association of Law Placement. And as part of a larger trend across industries, a reaction to a conservative push to end race and gender-based preferences in hiring and in school admissions. I spoke to Bloomberg Equality reporter Jeff Green, who says this decline could be just the tip of the iceberg.
We haven't even begun to see yet the impact of enrollment based on that affirmative action decision. The NALP folks said that's probably not going to show up till maybe next year's class. So you'll have the other side of that ratio affected. The number of Black people who were in law school may also be diminishing.
Conservative legal strategist Edward Blum is a name to watch here. He's led several successful initiatives to curb DEI in places like law firms. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
AURN News.
I'm Jamie Jackson. Bitcoin posting gains Monday as investors reacted to reports of a possible deal between the United States and Iran. The cryptocurrency was up more than 3% at the start of the week, climbing above $66,000. The gains come as stock markets also moved higher on hopes that an agreement could reduce uncertainty surrounding the conflict. Bitcoin has seen dramatic swings over the past year and a half. After President Donald Trump's second term began, the cryptocurrency surged above $105,000. But as of April 2025, it had fallen to $75,000 before rebounding to a record high of $123,000 in October of that year. While Bitcoin remains well below the peak, investors are watching closely to see whether improving conditions in global markets can help fuel another rally. For AURN News, I'm Jamie Jackson.
That's right.
It's party time each and every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on WBOK. It's the Throwback Throwdown with DJ Wick as he brings you the best in old school from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2Ks. Plus, the party goes to another level at 9 p.m. with the Throwback Throwdown Party Mix to round out the night. It's the Throwback Throwdown Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on WBOK and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
Hey, Delta Utilities natural gas customers. Your new and improved online customer service experience is here. Visit mydu.com to track your usage, choose convenient payment options, learn how to read your bill, and more. If you prefer to pay in person, our customer payment centers are open and ready to serve you. Delta Utilities at mydu.com. That's mydu.com. Improved customer service with you in mind.
Did you hear the news? Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom has a new time. Catch us now every Wednesday at noon. Same program, same great conversations. Just a new time. So catch Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back.
Next, we'll be joined by Bubba and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Coming into the studio.
Bubba and Jimmy will be next on the air after we get off. Bubba and Jimmy at 6 o'clock today. Y'all make sure you know what? They're going to tear the damn radio station up, so there won't probably be a show anyway. Hey, Bubba, Jimmy, and T-Bone. What you say, T-Bone?
Well, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't think Bobby Jimmy listened to this show.
I gotta tell you, you don't sound too much better. You don't sound too much worse than what you really sound like. Mm-hmm. What's happening with
now,
you?
I'm going to take that impetuous as something that you really don't mean, boy.
Oh, Lord, you and your snuff. What's happening with you?
Man, look. Well, first, let me get this out the way. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers within the sound of my voice with the WBOK family,
Same to you,
including yourself, sir. Okay. Counselor, how you doing? Not to disregard you, ma'am.
I'm doing okay.
I'm really, I know you guys keep telling me this, but I have yet to hear anybody from the Democratic side say something to this. See this foolishness y'all talking about? Richard Pryor once said we got to laugh to keep from crying. And this is a crying shame that we're talking about a president during what sounds like the most redneck event. The only thing he didn't have was greased pigs and a beer drinking contest on the front lawn. That's the only thing that's not redneck about this. I'm sorry. It just, look. And then to top it all off, this fighter decides to make it even more of a brown-nosing event towards Trump to insult Michelle Obama. I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree with the notion that the Obamas are living rent-free in this man's head. But I think it's ridiculous that you've got people just coming flat out insulting this woman She's done them nothing personally. And if we were to say something bad about Melania,
they'd be all over us.
They lose their damn mind. And to me, look. You've dealt with criminals before, so I'm gonna say it like I see it. She's like a high price holder, me. She do. She came straight out of Russia. Putin put her there. You ain't gonna make me think otherwise. But you talk about the Obamas, who have been gone now for what, 8, 10 years now? I mean, really, what they didn't do you nothing that bad except show up with their share of the soul on their skin. Really.
That's just a way for them to make a racial slur against all black people by trashing Michelle Obama. That's really what it is. It was nothing but a racist rant that was meant to gin up the trailer park base that he had at his trashification of the White House event.
Absolutely. And these are the discussions they've had in their house behind closed doors at their kitchen table on the frequent. It's just that now that they've elected Trump, he has emboldened them to put it in the public domain, to put it on social media, to sit up there and say what they were thinking and saying out loud in the comfort of their own houses. But now, black folks, whether you educated or uneducated, you need to understand that this is a sequence of events that happened before that are trying to repeat themselves again. And you need to be thinking about the next generation and yourselves. How much danger does this put your livelihood in? How much danger does this put your life in? Because these same yahoos are going to get emboldened to try to start going after us. And I ain't talking about just voting rights. I'm talking about trying to hurt people because they think now, just like Trump, they cannot be prosecuted for being president. And I'm going to tell you something else. And unless I hear the Democratic Party and even the independents that want to run for office take up the charge to keep this man from getting a third term, I'm going to believe he's going to rig everything so that he can. And you cannot say that can't happen because the Supreme Court has bended the knee to this damn man. Y'all can say it all you want. I don't care how much law you know. He's bent and broke every law there is as a president.
He owns all three levels of government.
Branches of government.
All three branches.
And nobody is standing up to this man. Y'all need to be worried about this because I have somebody who grew up in a dictatorship. And let me tell you, people get tortured. People get killed, dragged from their houses in these places. And the only way these people get removed is a military coup.
Well, maybe I need that flamethrower. I might have to get that flamethrower so when Bobby and Jimmy or Billy and Jimmy show up to my front porch.
20 feet away.
Because these people are bugging everything now. Careful what you say, counselor. You know that the federal government has been slanted to his means as well. See, I'm going to keep my mindset of protecting myself offline. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get trained up in firearms. I'm going to put some money on the side, get my cop friends to take me to the firing range.
You ain't been practicing?
Every time I'm about to go get them bullets from somewhere, they are sold out. I'm so serious.
Man, you can get them bullets from Walmart.
Walmart has been having the cupboard bare, my friend.
They what?
They have
the
not
cupboard
been
has been
selling
bare, he said. They haven't been having the bullets.
Shells.
The shells.
They haven't been selling them.
Mm-hmm.
They've been bare.
Go to Sports Authority.
Sports Authority where?
On the West Bank.
Okay.
Sports
I
Academy.
look
I said
at
authority. I
Academy
mean
again
Sports
too.
Academy.
I look
Academy
at
Sports.
Academy.
Academy Sports. I said that.
I
That's
look
my
at Academy.
dyslexicness talking.
No. You went back in time, brother. That's why I was like Sports Authority. Well, I remember Sports Authority now. You thought back in time when it used to be a Sports Authority around here.
But yeah, you can get them over there.
Look, if things keep going like they're going, this is going to end up being this is a real serious conversation. I think we're there, actually. I mean, Gerard and I were just talking off air about the story in Georgia. So let's talk about it on the air. So this family is having a family reunion, a black family in Lee County, Georgia, when a white man drives up, yells racial slurs. Family members say he later returned wearing body armor and carrying an AR-15 style rifle and opened fire on the entire gathering at the family reunion. A Marine veteran who was attending the reunion returned fire to protect his black family members, including children and elderly relatives. The suspect was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, and then they let him out on a $5,000 bond today.
God forgive me, but we're going to have to defend ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about it. We were first joking about it, but we got to get serious.
God forgive me if I have to, but I will. God, please forgive me if I have to, but I will for my family. I will. Because that's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, I mean, look, we started off joking, but this is a black family in Georgia gathered for one of our oldest traditions in our community, a family reunion. Mm-hmm. And here they are. They get targeted at a family reunion, not on a battlefield, not in a war zone, at a family reunion.
Not bothering anybody.
Right. This is what it has come to.
Not rolling up on this man, not talking about anti-Trump, not talking about Antifa, none of that stuff. You cannot justify this on the other side. You cannot. And guess what? Nary one Republican has come out against it. And when they insult the Obamas, none of them say anything. And I get so mad with these coon-ass Republicans. I'm going to call it what it is. These coon-ass Republicans who don't call it out. They're sitting up there smiling and acting like it's not an issue. Fool, do you see what he's doing to black folk? Do you see what he's doing to the community you came from? And Clarence Thomas makes me even more mad. Thurgood Marshall has got to be turning around in his grave over that fool. I just don't understand why black people are still saying it's okay. Why are you saying it's still okay? Do you not know about what happened to Emmett Till? Do you not know how many black people got lynched during that time frame? Are you not concerned if you got a family that they're going to come to your house with a burning cross, maybe without hoods anymore, and drag you out of your house, kill you, rape your daughter and your wife, and kill your sons? This is real. This is what happened, people. What the hell is wrong with you? Wake the hell up.
Yeah. We need to wake up. You know, we're talking about some serious topics. And if a black family cannot gather peacefully for a reunion without the fear of being targeted, how close are we really to the America we claim to be? I mean, this is really getting to be a very serious situation. Our rights are being taken away, and now we're being physically targeted.
Well, we've always been physically
We've always
targeted.
been physically,
You're right. Targeted. Yeah, we've always been physically targeted. It's nothing that, we think that we have arrived somewhere, and then, just to show us that we're not too far from where we were, you hear somebody that's a black person that's been lynched. You hear somebody that's black that has been shot down in the street other than by what we call self-violence. We hear that, I'm in my family car. I mean, it's the same thing we heard when we saw up in Minneapolis. He's sitting in the, what's his name, sitting in the seat. He has his own weapon. You can have your own weapon. And he pulls a gun on him and shoots that young man in the car with his daughter sitting in the back seat. I mean, you're targeted, and how do we respond? We end up asking for justice or protesting for justice, and what we see is not really justice.
Well, this $5,000 bond is not justice. You know, you have just gunned down an entire family of black people, and the judge gives a $5,000 bond.
I mean, in a criminal case, was that the reduction, or was that
the bond?
That's the bond.
He was released on a $5,000 bond.
Was that the bond that was given, or was that the reduction?
That was
of
the
bond?
bond that was given. Okay, now if he was black and had gunned down a white family, do you think the bond would have been $5,000?
Oh hell no, he wouldn't be able to get out.
He wouldn't have been released
They
at
wouldn't
all.
even given him a bond. So, but I do think this is what I was trying to find too, that there was a article, and I kept it, but this dates back. Let me go back to July 5th, 2020, where what I thought was something that we really need to start thinking about is we need to start, black people, black men do need to start forming their own militias.
Well, white people been doing it for
Forever.
a while now. Yeah.
But black people need to be forming their own militias.
And these militias we've seen in publicly.
Yep.
These white militias.
I think about January 6th.
Yeah. January 6th, we saw a lot of them.
They called them names, Proud
Well,
Boys.
before that, they were at Virginia.
At
the college in Virginia.
What was that? West Virginia?
I think it was West Virginia.
Charlottesville.
They were in Charlottesville. Then we saw them again January 6th. Right. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them were at the UFC fight.
Probably so. But I'm going back to
and didn't
July.
Trump just give them $1 billion or so from a fund he collected?
He didn't give it to him. No, because the folks were like, you all got to be kidding me. No, this is not going to stand.
Okay.
So even the Republicans were standing up and saying, no, we're not.
Because he was
going to
be giving them money to arm themselves some more.
And one of the guys from the Proud Boys was saying that he was going to get $2 or $3 million. So, but I'm going back to July 5th. About 1,000 heavily armed militia, all who wore black, marched through Georgetown Mountain Park on that Saturday, challenging white nationalist groups in the area to either come out and fight, or join them in demonstrating against the government. They wanted them to see who was doing what. I wish I had the photo. There you go. That's what they had walking through the streets of Georgia.
Well, that's what we need.
And they armed that black militia. And I can't pronounce or say what they called themselves because it was one of them names like Don't F with Us or something like that. And it was all black men. And they went to Stone Mountain walking through the streets, armed to the teeth.
And Stone Mountain is a heavy Klan territory.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say supposedly. But I thought I had some more photos. But I was looking. I'm glad I found that one. I'm just glad I found that one. Predominantly black group of heavily armed protesters called on white militia to either join them or fight them. And that dates back to 2020. And I noticed that they would go on tour and go through other parts of the country waiting for them. They were like, we ready to die. Come on. And most of these guys, military guys. So you know they probably waited for somebody to jump stupid. They were going to go straight into military mode. So that's what I liked about it. When I saw it, I was like, we need this to be able to step up. And I was getting ready to call Aaron out. I'm glad he called it. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron.
You can hear me?
Got you now. What was the name of that militia group?
NFAC.
Say it again.
NFAC.
Yeah, I know what you got. Okay.
I like the name.
Yeah.
But I've looked it up.
But we need more of those type of groups other than thinking that, because I think we believe too much in we shouldn't have guns and we should do this. But I've seen a couple of different militia groups form because they have no choice. They had one up in, what county was this in state in this, that they would have the skinheads terrorizing their neighborhoods when the kids were going to school in the morning. They were scared to go to school. And now you have everyday citizens, black men and women, that they are armed to the teeth, and they walk those kids to the school bus and to school every day. Women,
but you know, this scares them because just having the Nation of Islam walk Susan Hudson up the stairs at the courthouse and back down to the car at the courthouse, people were that became the news story.
Right.
And those people were not posing a threat to anybody.
They were just making sure she got there safely.
Right.
That's all.
That was it.
Hey, Ron, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, you good. I just, first off, shout out to the Fatherhood Roundtable as well as the Hugh New Gun Club. A lot of us, man, we some of us are our own worst enemy, man. That's why some of the things that we see going on constantly goes on. When you look at what's going on today, these things ain't nothing new. The only thing that's new is whatever it is that's going on.
But isn't this what Huey Newton stood for in the thing, like the right to bear arms?
Absolutely, but some of us don't even know. Some people in Louisiana, right here in New Orleans, don't even know that Louisiana itself is the open carry as well as concealed carry without a permit. You know, and that means you can open carry and you can conceal carry without a permit. Some people right here don't even know about that. But to go further than that, we got to stop just coming out and marching just when a white police officer killed one of us. If we got people in our community, poison in our community, we got to be on them too. Accountability goes across the board, not just when it's the opposite race of us. And that's what I mean by some of us are our own worst enemy. But this system has got us so spurred, on them, doing stuff for us. That's why some of us are afraid to not just hold ourselves accountable, but hold this system accountable as well. The atrocities that we see and continue to see is because these people understand, this beast that we fight against understands that we don't have no national response when things like this happen. Yeah, we're going to get out there and talk, but like I posted earlier, this system is not afraid of the noise. This system is afraid of consistency, and that's what we lacking in our community. We want to start stuff a week, probably 2 weeks, and then once we get comfortable, we go back to our respective houses until another atrocity has been committed against us.
Mm-hmm.
Right here in Mississippi, right next door, a police officer done killed a 1-year-old baby by shooting in a car. Done shot the woman.
That just made the news on NBC. I was just looking at it too.
And this was Sunday. And we're not even too far away from what happened in Collins County with our little brother Carmelo Anthony. And I can go on and on and on. But these things are happening and will continue to happen until we stand up and say enough is enough. I constantly hear people talk about the civil rights bill and stuff like that. It wasn't so much the people marching and saying we shall overcome. It was those revolutionaries that was in the background burning stuff up and shutting stuff down. When Malcolm said we're going to go to Washington, D.C., and we're going to lay on the airport runway, ain't no planes flying in, ain't no buses moving, ain't no trains going nowhere. We see what they did? They got the people that they knew they was able to control and put them in front to march on Washington, D.C. That's what they don't tell you about. You dig? So listen, it's on us. You know what I'm saying? To do what we need to do. Because if we don't, we're going to have the same conversation next month, next week, and next year. And we got to stop worrying about the people that don't want to do it. All these cliches that we get tied up in, black people can't work together. But guess what? Y'all stay over there. We're going to get with the ones that want to do something that won't be change agents. You dig? Because time is up. Time is over for all this talking and all these cliches and all these things that sound good. Only us going to save us.
Gotcha.
Who keep us safe? We keep us safe. All right, y'all.
All right. Hey, Ron. We'll holler, brother. All right. More coming up, y'all. We got to take a break real quick.
AURN News.
It's a big day in Washington, D.C. today as they go to choose a new mayor for the first time in more than a decade. But the race is far more about who runs City Hall.
Well, I wouldn't like it, and maybe we'd take back Washington and run it on the federal basis.
Those are the words from President Trump last week, a direct threat to strip D.C. of its self-governance if Councilwoman Janice Lewis-George wins today's primary. Lewis-George, a Ward 4 council member whose progressive platform has led critics and opponents to label her as a Democratic socialist, currently holds a double-digit lead over her main rival, former council member Kenyon McDuffie. But still, a significant chunk of voters still remain undecided. Even Trump's threat has become a campaign issue. McDuffie argues that electing Lewis-George hands Trump the perfect excuse to intervene. Legal experts say dissolving D.C.'s home rule isn't something the president can do alone. Congress would have to act. For AURN News, I'm Ebony McMorris.
On Auto Trends with JeffCars.com, here's a snippet of some of what we cover. GPS pioneer Gladys West.
We worked long hours computing trajectory orbits and satellite orbits, trying to get the data and everything correct enough.
Auto analyst Mark Bland.
14 new vehicle deals that happen in this country out of every 100 that women don't have a fingerprint on.
To tune in, check out Auto Trends with JeffCars.com. Saturdays at 4 p.m. on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
If you had $1 million, would you leave it to an 18-year-old?
Hopefully not, but that's exactly what can happen with a simple will. The money goes straight to your kids when they hit the legal age, no guardrails.
A trust lets you control when and how they receive their inheritance. You can set ages, milestones, or even make sure they finish school first.
Give them security, not a spending spree.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Greetings and salutations. I am Elwood B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
WBOK.
Better pay attention.
Powered by Cox Business. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Last few minutes before we get ready to get out of here. Interesting conversation today because of the fact that we're talking about how we look, how we're treated, how other people treat us, how we treat people. And as I'm going through this Facebook page and looking at it too, one of the things that I saw that's very beautiful is this photo, not a photo, it's a portrait. Of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama that this young lady,
a Nigerian-born Los Angeles-based artist.
Right, Miss Crosby. I'm going to just say that because I mess her name up. Did of them, and they put into the Obama Library.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Have you been to Washington, D.C. yet for that Smithsonian library?
I've been to the African American Museum, which is part of the Smithsonian. I have not yet been to the Obama Center.
It's just opening.
Looking forward to going there.
And then the other part of that, too, you got to get tickets. So if you get some tickets, can you let the brother know?
I'm going to work on it.
Just let me know.
I'm going to work on it.
Hang through. Make it happen. So
I wonder if they get delivered on Amazon.
You know what?
We're going to have to work on that.
We might have to ask that one, huh? I'm going to have to tell them to pull up the show and see what was requested of her at 5 minutes to the hour. So, yeah, we might be able to do that. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Thursday. So okay, let's talk about Thursday. So I need to get this in before we get off. It's interesting, and maybe it's me. A reporter asked the mayor the other day, hey, who are you going to blame for the demise of what's happening to these businesses in the French Quarter where the Sewage and Water Board is doing all this work?
Did she say Gerod and Suzette?
No. We didn't make this. We didn't make it this time. Not this time.
Okay.
Not this time. You close though. So she asked that reporter asked that question, and the mayor said, "Yeah, It's the Sewage and Water Board's fault. And I stood there for a minute, and I just stared at the TV because I thought that the reporter was going to say, well, Madam Mayor, you're the president of
You
the
thought
Sewage
mainstream media was going to ask a tough question?
Yeah, but you're the president of Sewage and Water Board, and she didn't.
You really thought mainstream media was going to ask a tough question of the current mayoral administration? Oh, no, that only happens on the reality check.
Okay. All right. I thought it was me, but I was saying to myself, you're the president of the Sewage and Water Board. So are you blaming yourself? Because you're the president. So I guess not. But anyway, the whole point of me bringing this up before we get out of here, the CEO, the executive director of Sewage and Water Board is coming back, and he will be here on Thursday. So we'll ask him, what's going on? Why are we pointing fingers now? What are we looking at? How was this put together? Because you only been here this year. He wasn't here.
Yeah, he's new. The pipes are 200 years old. He's new.
Yeah, he's new. So that is going to happen on Thursday. So everybody need to make sure that you text somebody, put it on your Facebook page, because he's going to be here to answer some questions too. And we'll clarify everything and make sure that he's here to answer those questions. And you'll be able to call in, talk to him as well. So, and we'll get the real answers. That's it. That's it. So, what you thinking?
That's a wrap.
Harvard State Building. All those folks that were working there, and you want to be a part of a
Holla
lawsuit.
at your boy Gerod.
Call because I ain't working on this by myself. Call us 504-810-3995. There is going to be, hopefully, if the judge say so, a class action lawsuit because we're finding out that there were some things wrong with that building. If you work there during a certain period of time, I know a lot of folks calling. This is what the new thing is. A lot of folks calling in and saying, I used to go get my license over there. No. We looking for the people that work there every day. So, all right, 810-3995, area code 504. That is the number. Other than that, that's it. You going to rub your feet?
Absolutely.
We out, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.